In part 7 of describing the usage what if scenarios, we looked at diverting excess solar to hot water. In this example, we're going to, instead of diverting, we're going to schedule our heating of hot water. So it's the same system, the same settings, but in this case, we're actually just going to go into schedule. There's a bunch of reasons why you might want to schedule hot water. And again, as usual, you edit and then you can add a schedule. The schedule is very simple. You schedule based on the time of day from 2 to 6, and you schedule based on the days of the week and on the months of the year where you would like to schedule the heating of hot water. There's a whole bunch of reasons why you might actually want to schedule your heating of hot water. But for me, I use the electric immersion heater to load shift. I'm also attempting to reduce the flow temperature in my central heating in order to improve the overall efficiency of my central heating. And that doesn't quite make the water hot enough. So that's two reasons. You may also decide, given the cost of electricity versus the cost of kerosene or gas, that it is in fact cheaper to heat your hot water using electricity. This is unlikely to be true at peak times, but it is often very true at off-peak times or at discount rates if you're on a smart meter. So depending on the plan, it can be worthwhile to do this. The business value or the value of this, the savings that you make, it's not a saving, it's a cost. But the saving may be made elsewhere in your overall family budget. So if I save this off, scheduled from 2 to 6, every day of the week, every month of the year, I can hide that, keep it nice and tidy. I can have different schedules as well, and I can add more tabs if I want to have different days and weeks, schedule different times at different days of the week. I can schedule that. So I'll save that off and come out. And now I see that I have a clock here, a timer, indicating that I have a schedule set. So in this case, I've removed the hot water diversion, so I'm still selling 33.4% of the electricity that I produce. But down here in my load contribution, I can see that water is now making up a significant chunk of my overall load. And I can then also move in here and see that I'm heating water in the middle of the night in preparation for the heavy usage during the day. I'm not doing any diversions. Of course, the water slowly loses temperature throughout the day and drops at what time? 2 o'clock and 6 o'clock, whatever time we put into the usage schedule. I can see that as well, that in terms of the PV distribution, none of it is going to the water because I'm not diverting. And that's as simple as that for the hot water schedules. There's multiple reasons why you would want to do this. It is considered a load. It's added to the load. If you schedule during solar, it's considered load. It is different to divert from that perspective. And that is that. Oh, yes, I need to go back and look at the comparison. So if I come out of this and go into the comparison, I can see that I have increased my cost again slightly. In this case, not because I have sold less or more electricity, but simply because I have actually used more electricity. So if that €300 is worth it to me, is it cheaper to heat the water with kerosene or gas or however else I was heating my water? That's a decision you have to make, because this comparison tool can't really help you with that. It just shows you what the cost of the electricity was. Thank you very much for listening.